Would you drop your child at a daycare that you didn't vet?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. The same goes for your dog. So here was some valuable information on what to look for and ask for when it comes to doggy daycare is our pet rescue expert, Larissa.
Hi, Larissa.
Hi, Larissa.
Thank you. Yes, doggy daycare and boarding facilities are so important. Whether or not you're planning for a trip or something comes up, a meeting that is going to make, keep you out late at night from work, and you're not going to get home in time to feed the dogs, or your regular dog walker calls out sick, or whatever it may be, it's always good to have an emergency backup location to take your dog.
Yep.
And it's also good for their health. It's good for them to socialize and keep around other dogs, especially if they're just a single dog in your home. And also it makes them tired and keeps them exercise.
Yeah.
Case in point, Dana, our senior producer, has Buddy White, who she rescued off the show, who is tons of energy, and we love him.
Oh my God.
And after doggy daycare, this is him.
That's Buddy?
Yes, and they say
Like a different dog.
That's the Tasmanian
dog, yes. A tired dog is a happy dog and a happy Dana. I've added that to the phrase.
Not sure that's the same.
Yes.
I think it's a happy Dana.
And a happy dog.
Yeah. Dana comes around. So you say the first thing you should do when you go vet these doggy daycares is to be like a dog and use your senses.
Very true. Yes, you want to look. You want to look around, make sure it looks pretty clean and not too grimy or anything like that, obviously. You want to see a clean space. Then you also want to smell. Obviously, a place that has lots of dogs, especially if they have a grooming facility there too, there's going to be a scent of dogs, but it should smell overwhelmingly fresh, not, really gross. Yeah. And then also you want to listen. Barking is going to be going on, but is there crying, whimpering, any fighting that you can hear, with the dogs? Those are all important things that you just want to use, and they're kind of your common sense senses.
So other than that, you said there's other questions that we should be asking as well.
Yeah, so let's say they pass all those tests and you're, talking with them about bringing your dog in. You want to find out what their acceptance policy is. A good doggy daycare or boarding facility should ask you to see proof of vaccines, proof of spay and neuter, because you don't want to drop off Fido and come home, or Fifi, I should say, and pick up pregnant Fifi. And also, you want to go to somewhere that does an evaluation. Make sure that they're a good fit, you're a good fit, the dog's a good fit. It's important that they have
So if they don't ask you for all this stuff, then you probably don't want to go there.
Exactly, because if they're not asking to see your vaccines, they're not asking to see anybody's vaccines. And what could your dog get, coming home? And then the other thing is, what is their emergency policy? God forbid you're out of town or you're in a meeting and don't answer and something is going on. Do they wait? Do they have a space where they'll hold a dog if it gets hurt? Do they go straight to a vet? Do you need to supply vet information? All important things that you want to think of.
Right, of course. Like a daycare.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're your child.
Exactly.
They really are. So I understand that regionally prices are going to vary.
Yes.
However, what is an average that we should expect if we're going to do this daily or weekly?
Yes, so that's a great question. And every state is going to be different. Depending on where you live, prices are very different for regular daycare and doggy daycare. On average, I would say a day of daycare is going to be anywhere from $15 to $30. And then overnights are $40 to $70. Now let's take a look here, because you can work with some daycares. You can ask if they have half days versus full days. You don't want to pay extra for hours you don't need, obviously.
Sure.
Also, if you're going to use them a lot, like Dana, and Dana bought a 30-day package or a 20-day package, I don't know which one she bought, but you can buy in bulk and save money for each time. And then the other thing is add-ons. Some places will do add-ons like if your dog needs medication. Do you need to drop your dog off earlier than their normal hours or pick them up late, or playtime walks, etc.? And all those things are going to cost more. So
it really is just like regular daycare.
And this is
early extended care, pre-drop-off. Are they going to provide lunch?
Yes. My dog's doggy daycare, also, if you buy the package, they'll feed your dog for free. So you don't have to pay for that add-on as them getting
Exactly.
So there's little things like that.
Exactly.
Oh,
yes.
go ahead.
Oh, I was going to go back to one other thing that I wanted to talk about. If everything else passes the inspection, we have some video, and I wanted to show things to look for inside. You want to find somewhere that separates the dogs by size. Those are the small dogs at a wonderful location right around the corner from us. Sam's Green Paw. Those are the big dogs because it's, a safety situation. Also, do they have areas where your dogs can go if they want a timeout? These dogs are in a much more calm room. There's also beds along the perimeter to help them if they want to chill and not get too overstimulated.
That's
Look how
hysterical.
cute they are.
Yeah.
You
Like a
also,
spa.
it is. Also, how do they monitor the dogs? Is someone in there all the time? Do they have monitors in the main front office so that they are constantly seeing every room? And is it indoor and outdoor like this one is? Or is it only indoor? And how do they clean up for potty accidents, if
Sure.
so? And how often do they clean? So those are all good things to look for.
Do they
and ask
inspect
for.
this? It may seem kind of
Right.
small, but do they inspect like for fleas if your dog has any? Because I'd hate to take your dog and come home.
Unfortunately, if your dog looks good and
Yeah.
is behaviorally okay, they're usually not going to go that in depth. They're not going to
Sure.
sit there with
With
a
a comb and go
magnifying
through it.
glass
Yeah.
and comb through. However, they may ask you what your flea regime is and
Yep.
do you give frontline or any of those medications and when
Sure.
the last dose was.
Yeah.
Do you know
So
what I feel like they should do? I feel like they should rate them the way they do restaurants in the
Yes.
window, ABC, so you know. I feel like there
Right.
should be an inspector that comes around.
Yeah, I mean, you want to be careful. I've heard horror stories. Most people probably have. You do really want to take it seriously. You don't want to drop your dog. They're your babies.
Yeah.
So really pay attention and look and ask and read reviews and talk to people who have also used other daycares in your area.
More information
Thank
by
you,
visiting
Larissa.
larissatv.com, and we're going to come right back with a happy tale.
Yay!
Bye-bye.